Hey, what's up, hooligans? All right, so I'm going to give people just a second to get in and let's look at everybody. Hey, what's up? Dale, Harold, Michelle. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing tonight? All right. Welcome, guys, to the first live stream for the Adventures of General Hooligan. We are calling it On the Line with Vic. That's me. And if you're on Facebook, you might have to put your name in because sometimes it won't show up. It'll just show up as Facebook user. And I'm just going to say hi and answer the questions that you might have. And let's see. All right. So, just for those that don't know me yet, my name's Vic, like I said, and I've been hooked on fishing forever since I was little. But I will say, fishing for me really took off when I got my first kayak a couple years ago. Um, yeah, so I stay out on the water. If I'm not working, I'm probably out on the water. And yeah, yes, please hit that like, subscribe. Um, thank you, Dale. So if you guys have any questions, you could throw them out anytime. But okay, so since this is an intro, you guys might be wondering why I started a Facebook page and the YouTube and really got into all the social media. I mean, it's pretty simple. I wanted to share my love for kayak fishing and create a community where we can interact and you guys could see, hey, you know what? If it can do it, I can do it. I love seeing other people out there, other females, just other people. I love fishing, and I think it's such a cool community. People are so cool. And I mean, honestly, fishing knows no gender. It's a passion that unites us all, regardless of who we are, where we come from. Um, and I'm hoping that through my videos on YouTube and now here on Facebook, I want to entertain, inspire, maybe educate, probably more of what not to do. But not just female anglers, but everybody, people of all backgrounds and experience levels. Hey, what up, Dad? And let's see. Okay, so enough about me. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys do? You guys fish out of kayaks? Do you fish from the bank? Do you fish at all? Um, do you guys have any tips, tricks, any of that fun stuff? I want to connect with each and every one of you that's here. You're not wrong. Listen, Kat, I flipped my kayak not long ago and it immediately was like, oh yeah, this is definitely like Bill Dance 2.0 here. Or what was it? Maybe a month ago, I went fishing and hey, Brian, uh, got a ways down before daylight. And then when it became daylight, I realized that, hey, I'm fishing with alligators. And they won. They got all the fish. I didn't get any. What led me to kayak fishing? All right. So I was going to lakes and ponds and just bank fishing. And one day I was down the road at Lake Lavon and this dude went by on a kayak and I was like, man, that's pretty sweet. So then my friend Corey was like, hey, I just bought a kayak and I was like, okay. So I borrowed his. We went out for the day and that was it. That's all it took. I think we went and bought our kayaks probably the next week, maybe the next weekend. And then I got on with Jackson and Their kayaks are bomb. Like that pedal drive, I zoom all over the place. It's awesome. Sorry, just going through the comments as we go. I don't have Chad here moving everything along for me. Well, I'm telling you, with some of the nicer kayaks, I don't need balance. That's right. Kat said, sold. She can do some crafting if I'm out fishing. Let's see. I know a lot of you fish. Any tips that you want to give me? Because you know I'm always in the wrong spot fishing with alligators or I mean, I make a lot of videos, but most of them that I catch fish are in my local ponds. A couple lakes I did pretty good in, but here lately it's been pretty rough. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys. We're just gonna. Oh, Slim Jims. Slim Jims catch catfish, but they also catch me for sure. All right, here we go. What's mostly when I'm fishing, I'm going after bass. Um, Sometimes I do go out with a spinning rod and go for bluegill or any of that stuff. Um, the biggest fish I ever caught was 8.3 pounds. It was giant. I actually thought it was a catfish at first because of I'd never caught an 8-pound fish before. That kind of blew my mind. Hey, Paxton. I really like, to be honest, I go to Lake Lavande a lot, and it's awesome. Oh, I think I know who this is. Yes, that pond across the way. That's my favorite place to go. Let's see here, kids. I think to me, I mean the way I learned, and I think it's awesome, is get a spinning reel or one of those Zebcos. That's what we had growing up. We put corn on the hook if you didn't want to touch a worm. Now we did a whole lot of you know, worm fishing, but you can use corn, and they love it. I caught plenty of bass and bluegill and tons. But yeah, I think honestly, for kids, little spinning reel or a little Zebco, uh, a memory. So I think my favorite fishing memory. I was at my granddad's house, and he had a pond, and I mean I can actually remember when they put the pond in, and we had this friend of mine that hung out with me over the summers. She was from New York, and we decided that we were going to let her fish one day, and I was catching them left and right, and you know, of course, she was still trying to figure out how to cast and everything else. And I remember my granddad was like, "Cut it out, you got to stop." So they actually had me stop fishing for probably 20 minutes so that she could, you know, get a fish. Ha, Trinity, yes, that pond is awesome. Ah, the bait. You know what, Harold? When it comes to like soft plastics, nah. I fish. I go to Walmart. I'll get Yum baits. I've had Guggen baits, which are a little bit better. Slick baits are awesome. I mean, for real. I think any of those soft plastics, yeah, you know, I think Walmart baits are just as good as Bass Pro and oh, kayak or tackle. Maybe I answered the wrong question there. Pedal drive. I do have a pedal drive. I have a trolling motor, but I haven't put it on the kayak yet because I used it for, like a John boat. So it's just the one that you steer. It's a Minn Kota. Um, but really, I think another one Cat got, I think it's a Newport. Is that what it is, Cat? Do you remember? Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you are just starting out, you can get a whole setup at Walmart for, I don't know, 20 bucks. You can get the little Zebco, and they have these little kits. Tackle. It's got your hooks, your soft plastics. You can even get worms at Walmart. Uh, what do I do with the fish on the kayak? Most of the time, especially if I'm tournament fishing, you have to catch, photo, and release. Um, Other than that, well, to be real honest, guys, I don't eat fish, so I always throw them back unless I'm with somebody else and like we're catching catfish or something like that, and then keep them for them. Oh, where did that go? Oh, my comments are moving. Yeah, Strike King, they're awesome. Cinco's. Uh, what? Oh, I don't know. Oh, hey, I bet that pond's got some big fish, especially if nobody ever fishes it. I bet you could outfish him this show. Tom, you've been telling me about that old town. So the autopilot, that sounds pretty sweet. I just got the NAR. Actually, I'm gonna go pick it up after work tomorrow. So I might do a video showing it off, giving you guys a tour. But we also just got a trailer for them because I suspect Kat's going to be going fishing with me this summer now that we have two pedal drives. She said she wouldn't go with me before because she couldn't keep up. Yes, that's right. That solid red NAR. That thing is sweet. I can't wait to get it home. Let's see. Okay. The spot lock sounds awesome. I know some of the other people that I fish with, um, they have spot lock and trolling motors, and they pass me by. Like when we launch, they just, but that's okay. That pedal drive does pretty good. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it on the truck, bring it home, get it unwrapped, and then yeah, I think I'll probably have the camera on the whole time that I'm unwrapping it. It'll be my first look at it, your first look at it. It's gonna be awesome. Wildlife. Yes, I have had a lot of wildlife encounters. Like I said, that a few weeks ago, I went to the lake and realized that I was fishing with a whole lot of alligators. And then, let's see. Oh, I also saw a wild pig swim across, which I thought was very brave since there were so many alligators. And I saw a pink bird, and I was like, "That's not a flamingo." So I had to Google it, and it was some kind of rare spoonbill. So that was pretty cool. Lots of snakes. I've run into quite a few snakes, whether it was back when I was bank fishing. Um, I'm sorry if you guys hear my dogs. They are unhappy with my uh, ignoring them for the evening. Yeah, I'm gonna do a setup video, and with the NAR, I'm thinking I might even get some sort of trolling motor to go on it. I'm hoping, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna show it off or do a video because I do add a few things to mine. So I think I am going to. I'm going to do a video. I'll do an intro to it once I get it, and then as I start putting stuff on it and changing it out, I will definitely do more videos. All right, Tom. Uh, yeah, so with luckily I'm not in school right now, but work and fishing, I tell you, work really interrupts my fishing. It's terrible. Mostly I will fish either after work, especially now that the days are longer. It's terrible in the winter. I have to use my PTO. But yeah, so weekends, I'm definitely a weekend warrior for sure. I fish every minute of the weekend usually. Um, hey Trey, I didn't get any ice cream. Oh, the NK180. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That looks like a really cool setup. Exactly. I mean, who's got time to work when you need to be fishing? But yeah, so I'm hoping to keep fishing as a huge thing, and then my goal is to make at least one or two videos for YouTube every week. And sometimes when you're editing, that can be tough, but start for cheap. I mean, honestly, the very first kayak I had, I got it off Marketplace. It was like maybe, and it was a fishing kayak. It was a sit on top, and I think I got it off Marketplace for like 200 bucks. It had, a few things with it, a little fishing rod holder, and it was awesome. We just grabbed a paddle, went out. At that point, we only took one fishing pole each, and a little bag of tackle, and that was it. So I think that, I mean, check Marketplace. There are fishing poles on there, but again, Walmart. So you could definitely get your stuff at the Walmart. They have kayaks too. I don't know how much kayaks are there. Yeah, work. Let's see. How do I prepare for a day on the water? Yes. Okay. So usually, especially if it's a tournament, like the week before, I start studying the lake. I'll watch YouTube videos, lake breakdowns. Especially with Texas, the Parks and Wildlife, they'll tell you what the water temperature is. Uh, you can check on the water levels. So I go ahead and start looking at that way before I even go. And then like the day before, I get all my rods out, look over the kayak, make sure, I haven't broken anything, get it on the truck, get all my stuff, snacks, fishing snacks. Yes, Harold. Um, I go ahead and reline all my reels, go ahead and tie on what I think is going to work based on, studying maps, the lake breakdowns. Um, what is my fishing snack? Slim Jims mostly. So I could share with the catfish. That might be beneficial. Yeah, so I just rig everything up. I go ahead and put all my tackle bag, my PDF. Oh gosh, PFD. I get everything into the truck. So usually I drive to the lake the morning of, and most of the time it's a few hours away. And so I leave here at like 3 or 4 in the morning. So I try to make sure everything's in the truck the night before, do a little mental checklist. Do I have a fish finder? That's pretty funny. I just got a fish finder this year. A friend of mine hooked me up with one, and it's a Garmin Echo Map. And I'm actually going this weekend to a workshop so that I can learn to read it better. I I get the idea, but definitely need to uh, do this class so that I can understand it better. I have taken it out on the kayak a few times. I mean, I can tell mostly what are fish, but to me, I really appreciate the water depth, the water temperature. That way, because don't know. It just seems handy to try. Let's see. What do I wish I had known before I started kayak bass fishing? Whew, how addictive it is. I mean, man, I go every weekend and I wish I could go every day. Um, and then what I wish I had known before just fishing in general, like really picking it up, is yeah, how addictive it is. Because I have hard baits, soft plastics. I have an addiction. I have soft plastics all over the house, all over the barn. It's everywhere. Let's see. What is it? This? Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. I think, yeah, once I get motors and other electronics, definitely need to get a power system. Oh, wait, we're jumping around here. Yeah, bass tournaments. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. Even though this year has been really tough. This year, uh, gosh, this year has been tough. I have not caught a single tournament fish since February. I've just been skunking left and right, but it's okay because I'm gonna break the skunk for sure. Um, it's fun. I've met a lot of really cool people. Tons of really nice, awesome people, super supportive. Um, you know, ready to go over with you. Hey, what were you throwing? Okay, next time try this, or try throwing over here, or slow it down a little bit. So that's to me the best part. Like this last weekend, I was at Cato Lake for the whole weekend, and people were so cool. Like, hey, come stay with us. Like, you can crash here, or hey, launch over here where we're at. It's pretty sweet. It was awesome meeting everybody. Let's see. I follow a ton of Facebook groups. The one that's doing the class this weekend is the Women's Fishing Federation. But I think some of the other kayaking groups, fishing groups, they do a lot. A lot of people will just, like, I have a couple friends that are like, hey, if you want to go, totally come out. I'll come out and help you figure it out. So maybe check around with some friends. Hey, if I figure it out, I'll come fishing with you at a barn. Yeah, we had a metal building put out, and it is mostly fishing stuff on one side. Kat's got her little space, but for sure it's full of fishing stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I you know what? I think that's really what's going on. This is really my first year doing a lot of tournaments, and it's definitely more learning than it is, hey, I'm winning. But I think that's important, right? You, you never stop learning. So the tournaments that I'm doing right now are regional for North Texas and East Texas. People do national tournaments. Kayak fishing has really taken off. People really, I mean, big money. I mean, big money in the national ones. One of these days, maybe that'd be awesome. I'd love to do a national trail. I know Jackson, they have a trail that I believe they have a national trail, and is it KBF kayak bass fishing? They have a national trail. That'd be really cool. Harold can't be in there. He'd have to stay on Cat's side. Oh yeah, I the fishing tournaments. I still watch it. When I'm working, I'm I'll have it on the background just to check out. Um, Squeal. Yeah, I at first I didn't really care for putting in worms on the hooks, but then after I realized it was going to catch fish, I was all about it. Oh, those bass boats, like at Cato, they were flying by. I have a giant, um, orange flag, and it doesn't slow them down much. Somebody was telling me they have a flashlight, and they flash it at them. It's pretty bright. She showed me. Yeah, so maybe a flashlight to flash it at them, a flag, and usually when I see them coming, I kind of try to point the kayak in a way that I know when the wake comes by, I can just kind of float through it, and yeah, it gets pretty rough. Definitely always wear your life vest just in case. A friend of mine was out fishing, and I think he got waked and actually ended up flipping. And I mean, he was able to get all of his stuff, and but still, yeah, you just never know. Thank you. Yeah, so Bassmaster has the kayak tournaments, KBF. Oh yeah, how did I forget Hobie? Um, and man, those people they have a lot of videos too. I watch a ton of people on YouTube. I think it's awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's it's been awesome. I'm definitely learning and having a blast doing these tournaments. Um, yeah, that would definitely get their attention for sure. Man, I tell you, I was laughing because one of them, it was 2 tournaments ago, was close enough that I could reach out and touch them, and I was like, man, yeah, I had a rattle trap tied on, and I was like, all right, this is coming to the back of your head if you don't scoot. All right, what else from the channel? So definitely gonna do tournament videos. Maybe eventually I'll catch a fish. I'm gonna try to do lives for just the YouTube and Facebook. I think probably once a month, and then to go outdoors. There, we might be doing a joint podcast monthly, every couple weeks. We'll get it talked out. I think we actually have one coming up soon. Resting angler face. Listen, I went through the pictures from the last tournament, and I was like, yeah, I looked mad. I just looked really mad the whole time. And I was like, well, I can't put those anywhere. But yeah, so for the rest of the year, I'm doing mostly East Texas. And there's about 1 or 2 tournaments a month that I'm going to do. So that definitely will give us some video opportunities. Working with the NAR will give us some videos, and yeah, we'll do some lives. Um, Comment on the Facebook, YouTube if you would like, and yeah, we'll do all kinds of topics. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to. We can. Even Maggie, my sister, had asked me how to tie different knots, so I was going to do maybe some shorts on knot tying. Um, let's see. I think the next tournament is going to be Cato Lake again on April 20th. Sorry, I had to look at my little calendar over here. But if you are thinking about, oh, here, let's see, a dreamfish. I'm telling you, I want to get those double digits, that double digit bass. I see, these lunkers, the share lunkers, and I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna have one. Yeah, I guess I just concentrate so hard that I forget to smile, and my concentration face looks like an angry face, but I'm not angry. I'm just really Timu Hall. They really do lie about sizes. I just had something come in from Timu. Oh, it was some magnets, and on the website they were giant magnets. Well, they came in the box and they were this big around. I was like, but that's okay. Maybe they'll work. Uh, Yes. Knot tying. It took me a while, and I actually have a little thing up there that has all the different knots, and sometimes I just have to. Oh, good night, Dad. Um, yeah, I when I first started really fishing a lot, I watched YouTube videos over and over of different knots. So yeah, I'm totally gonna do a knot video. Maybe that'll help out somebody. Thank you, Michelle. And let's see. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, going back to that dream fish, that 10-pounder or 12. Yeah. Uh, yeah, 420. I'll be fishing, nothing else. But so if you're thinking about getting into tournaments, if you check out the apps, TourneyX, Fishing Chaos, they have regional tournaments. They have monthly tournaments. That's what I did last year. I did a lot of the monthly tournaments so that I could get used to measuring fish on the kayak without them jumping off. Um, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So you catch fish all month long, submit them, and then it's the top 5 of the whole month. But yeah, it's really good. Like, especially if you're itching to test your skills or just looking for a fun way to spend the weekend on the water, check out TourneyX, Fishing Chaos. Hey, maybe you'll reel in that double-digit bass, right? All right, y'all. So there's another podcast this evening at 7:30, which starts now. It's the Women's Fishing Federation. Totally get in on it. I'll post it up. I'll share it here in just a few minutes. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for all the questions. And thank you for following along on this journey. I hope to do a lot more videos, a lot more lives. I've really enjoyed chatting with everybody. Thank you so much. And until next time, tight lines and happy fishing, guys.